So this is the side we're going to work on today. I'm going to show you how to get it done. But you got these Kuryakyns, right? Now they have detent for position. They're really great. This entire trim panel is the Kuryakyn, and it fits right in there. It looks like it belongs on the bike. You can't argue with this. You know, the Baker builts are the same as what's on my 96 pretty much. This giant rectangle, you cannot put that on this bike. I'm taking my same masking tape that I used over there, okay, and this is what I'm doing. If you have not put your Kuryakyns on yet, then I recommend you put them on first. Fully tighten your nut down, because you want it to be in the exact position that it's supposed to be in for drilling this hole. Mark a line right where it starts, and then you're going to travel 3 3/4 inches over to here. That's where you need to drill the hole, right? And then look, we're not machining an engine block, okay? It doesn't have to be dead perfect, okay? I'm just going to trace that line down, right? And I'm going to trace it in, right? Now, your next measurement is going to be 1 5/8 off this grate. So you're going to do a crosshair on your line. Hold that tape measure flat. You're going to go 1 5/8. Right? And I'll just mark that right where those two lines intersect. That's where you're going to drill your 3/16 hole, okay? Boom, you're done. There's a little path right back there, okay? There's another louver just like this hole right here, factory, okay? That's where the Baker built is going to go up through from your drill hole, and there's a nice flat washer, and it's a clamp right there. So there's some louvers in this Kuryakyn right here. They're not doing a whole lot in there. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take it off, and we're gonna carve them out a little bit. This way we can use a needle nose pliers to hold the hardware while we're doing the job, the install, because that's the only way you can do it. So yeah, you're gonna bolt up through, and you're gonna get your hardware in there. Next thing you're gonna need is a 3mm Allen key. You're gonna take these Kuryakyns off. All right, so yeah, like there you are, right there. Yeah, I nailed that hole real good. Perfect. This double-sided tape, I'm not overly concerned about it because they hold pretty good, right? But anyhow, here's these louvers. You really need to get these two furthest ones. Really need to get those notched out, you know, so nothing's in your way getting back to it. And I'm gonna do that right now. I use snips on my other one, but I could use the Dremel, so I will. All right, and there you go. You can see it. Like, I just have a path in there. You know what I mean? Just to be able to get my tool in. Now, I like to cut my double-sided tape a little long. And I'm going to show you the reason why. I'm going to cut it long, like that. But if you ever have to take this shit back off, you better heat it up first. Now what I'm going to do is cut that right there, get rid of this excess piece, right? Now I got a tail. I can fold that up right there, and after I'm done the install, I can just slip that backing right out. Do the same fold just like that. Now I'm going to put this piece right back on. Bringing us to the next order of business. This is the hardware that comes with the Baker built. Okay, so it's a Phillips screw. This is a 1024 coarse thread 1-inch screw with a cover cap for it. Okay, it's got this star washer. I'm not putting that in. My setup is new. It's got this little sleeve. We need that. It's got this black washer. And it's got this nut. Okay, so the quick version of this is you have added part. The screw's not long enough. You go to the hardware store, get yourself a 1024 coarse thread 1.25 inch screw. Okay, that's what I have here in my hand. So they would go like this. Boom, boom. Okay, cap on the top, obviously pressed all the way in. Anyways, it's okay. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great though, to be honest with you. So, no way to do that because it's a Phillips, okay? No way to do that with this setup. So what I did was I flipped the hardware, okay? So we're gonna go in the screw hole, into our drilled hole, boom, like that with the Phillips down. Comes with a nylon nut. Okay, so basically, in just a quick showing, what you're going to do is have your long needle nose. You're going to hold that nut. You're going to pass right, boom, right into there. After, of course, you got your screw in there, because it's going to hold. The screw's going to stay in there. Like, it's not like it's going to fall out if you let the driver go. Okay? So, we just flip the Baker hardware, and without further ado, let's run a screw. Oh shit, it sounded good. Anyway, have a flashlight, right? Oh, it's passing right in there perfect. My measurement is perfect. 3 3/4 over. 1 5/8 off the 1 5/8 off this vent grate right here. 5mm Allen key. You're going to take this bolt right out from underneath the side view mirror. Gotcha. Now you're going to replace that with the Baker built hardware and the wing. We're going to get this first part on here first. Okay. Screw goes in at a funny angle. There's a spacer, still white spacer. We're going to just slide this right in there. And we're going to find our hole. That's where we're going. Got it that time. We're going to get our black washer on. Same deal. Just hold it. Hula hoop it on there. Boom. That's on there. Right? Same deal. We got the nut. Make sure you're not crimping your fairing down. The spacer should take care of it, but you never know. Boom, put your black cap on there. Right? Now you were positioned. Okay. I'm gonna heat this tape up for a while. I do a little bit more after I take the backing off. Now just give it a little space. Pull your backing off. It appears as though it came off real good. Press it in there. There's one more sheet metal screw that you're going to be putting in here, but I wait. Now look, this is plexiglass. If you use a rough blade, you'll spider web this whole thing. It'll all crack. It'll be the ugliest cut you ever saw in your life. I use the black blade. It kind of melts it a little bit, but that stuff just pops right off with your finger, right? And then in the end, we'll clean it up. We'll file it, we'll sandpaper it, we'll polish it. That's it. I'm rolling with that, right? Gonna break out my 2 files. Don't worry, none of this plastic will damage your wing. You'll be alright. Just brush this right off. Just knock those melted clumps off. Right. Now, the reason I waited to screw this other screw in is your angle right there can determine really a lot about how this sits on here. And we're only running the sheet metal screw in. We got a 1/8 bit here. I'm just going to kind of clamp it in to where I want it. Everything's about where you want it at this point. Boom. Now, hand tight, that's it. You don't want to ream out the plastic. Then you'll be on a drilling conquest to fit a bigger screw in. It's gonna get hand tight there. It's perfect. Thing's unbelievable. Now, right, got some 180, got some 400. At your 180 first. Just clean it up, you know, you don't want it scratching your bike and shit. Soften the hard corners up a little bit, all right? Right. See, look, fits in there good. I hope you can see it because I can't see shit. But there you go. There's your install. You got your upper, you got your lower. There's more wind wings. You know, there's one you can do up here. There's one you can do down there. I'm doing them one at a time to see what they get me.